just got the water test results back in. I'm kind of happy. It's time to add some fish and some coral and some livestock. So let's take a minute, we'll go over these test results and we'll go over some tank updates and what happened to my tank after 10 days being gone. What's up, Stone Reefers? I'm Kevin, and this is my 180-gallon saltwater tank.
A little slice of ocean in your home. You know, fish are flashing, corals crashing in a tanky show. We're riding the reef, yeah, let's go, go, go. Stony Reefer, yeah, it's not what you think. Fish and coal vibes for another tank drink. Stony Reefer, yeah, salt water's the key. Come and ride the waves, get reified with me.
What's up, guys? All right, so I just got back from vacation and I had a friend watching over the tank, just doing basic maintenance. I left him a small checklist. I made a video. My last video was 5 tips on how to leave your reef tank when going on a vacation. Anyway, he was just doing some basic top offs with the water. I don't have an ATO system yet. I've got massive amounts of evaporation happening. All that is in the works of getting fixed. I've got plumbing and pumps and stuff in the works for the ATO. So over the next 2-3 weeks, I'll do a video on that. I've also got another little secret over here I'll show you at the end of the video for something I'm gonna install here pretty soon. Being in Florida, this is a garage tank. My temperatures are fluctuating quite a bit. They go up and down. I got 2 heaters and it stays right at 80. Sometimes it drops down to 79 if the air conditioner's running all the time. And it's been up to 81, 82 when the heaters are in full tilt and it's kind of hot outside. But to regulate that when summertime comes and this garage gets like 90 degrees, I've got a chiller down there that I picked up, and I'll talk about that in a minute, how much I paid for it and where I got it from, what have you. But right now, we're gonna go over these water test results. So I set my tank up November 10th and it's been cycling. It's sat for about 2 or 3 weeks cycling with nothing in it, just salt water. And then I added a couple fish. I added some green chromies, domino damsel, a couple crab, and I just for kicks tried some A-cans, just a couple little frag plugs, and they are doing great. My friend brought over a rock with some mushrooms on it. I'll get some videos as I'm talking about everything here. And the mushrooms are doing really good. When I got back from vacation, I noticed one thing wrong. Right here, there was a Recordia mushroom next to the other rocket mushrooms, and that bad boy's gone. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he came off the plug, but I don't see the plug. So I don't know if one of the Mexican turbo snails pushed him around. The decorator crab may have done something with him. I got no clue. I haven't seen it. In the back of the tank when I got here too, I noticed one of the other mushrooms was floating in the back of the rockscape. So one of the mushrooms detached itself for sure. I can't find it now. It got caught in the flow and it's lost in the back of the thing somewhere. And then my Recordia mushroom is gone. Besides that, everything is alive, everything's well. There's some algae on the glass, which was as expected. The algae below, I added chaeto in my first video to my refugium, and that's holding strong, it's growing. I'll get some clips of that. Everything else held strong. My tank had no issues, just standard evaporation while I was gone, thank God. But let's get into these test results. So real quick, I'm gonna go over my water. I got 2 water tests. One is dated 11/24, and this one is dated 1/6, yesterday. So from November 24th, pH 8.2, salinity 1.022. So my salinity was really low from the get-go. I kind of expected that. I kind of half-assed it with my salt. I added 2 50-pound bags of salt, which my math wasn't quite near what I needed. However, after 2 water changes, or I take that back, it wasn't a water change. I added salt water to my top off for the first 10 to 15 gallons, and that kind of stabilized my water. After that, I switched back to fresh water for my top offs, and since then, I've been maintaining. My original ammonia, it spiked quite a bit, and I think that had a lot to do with my rocks in here. I put a lot of dead rock from my last tank. I never cleaned them, didn't do anything, so I feel like my ammonia was spiking because of that. It was a 3.3. Nitrite was 2.2, nitrate was a 20. So out of everything so far, my pH and nitrates were good. Phosphate 1.6, kind of high. My alkalinity was 279, high. My calcium was really low at 364, and magnesium sat in at 1496, which was right in the perfect range, I guess. Moving forward, since the 24th, which was my last water test, and I've been gone for 10 days, I brought a sample in yesterday just to kind of see where my parameters are at, to see if I can even think about adding some new livestock. And here's what we got. pH 8.2, perfect. Salinity 1.023, little low, but still within tolerance. All I gotta do is just monitor my evaporation. While my buddy was watching the tank, it was filled up quite high in the sump. So I feel like there's probably an extra 8 to 10 gallons in the tank of fresh water that normally isn't there, and that may or may not have fluctuated the salinity just a little bit. However, I've got some new calibration fluid for my own salinity tester, so I'll do that today, and I'll just keep an eye on the salinity. But right now, salinity is good. Ammonia, 0. Nitrites, 0. Nitrate, 42. So all my parameters that were out of whack from the beginning, my salinity, or my ammonia, and my nitrites were really high, and my salinity was low, where now everything is well within tolerance. The only thing is my phosphate and alkalinity are high now. 1.8 alkalinity, or phosphates are 1.8 and alkalinity sits at 201. So the alkalinity is right on the outskirts of where we like to keep it, 125 to 200. And then my calcium is a little bit low, but I don't really have anything pulling a lot of calcium anyway. I've only got a couple frag plugs in there. So I can do probably a 30% water change and get all these levels back to where they need to be. And my magnesium is at 1317. So my magnesium dropped just a little bit from the first test, but you know, with the snails and the extra livestock and fish and things kind of cycling through the tank, that's kind of expected for these parameters to bounce around a little bit. But I'm happy. That means I can start adding livestock, which I did. I couldn't just go to the fish store and get a water test. I had to get some frag plugs. So I got a hammer coral. It's a really pretty looking splatter. And I also got behind me, I'm blocking it, I got a leather coral, which I'll show you up close here in a minute. Next is gonna be some fish. I really, really want to get my tangs back. My blonde naso tang, that's my fish right there. I'm ready to get a blonde naso. I feel like my water parameters are in check now to where I can start adding some livestock comfortably without sweating it. And from there, I'm gonna be doing the chiller, my ATO, and I'm gonna get some better lighting here in a couple weeks as well. But the first step for this tank is the ATO system. I'm just dealing with too much evaporation to do trips to the fish store just to get RO water. So I'm gonna have to get an RODI system. I'm gonna have to plumb all that in, get the ATO system going. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but I'll document everything, I'll video everything as I do it. This is just a quick little update video after getting back from vacation. I got some better videos in the works, my first 4 or 5 videos. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what I'm able to do with my editing and quality. This video is brought to you by my iPhone 13. Normally I'm shooting on a Sony a7 III with the 24 to 70 lens. I mean, the whole setup's like $3,000 versus my cell phone. Anyway, getting away from the point, I'm looking forward to getting more videos made. This is my first real shot at doing YouTube, so if you could give me a like, subscribe, and follow for some more content. I'll be doing that a lot. But I'll be videotaping and documenting the whole journey with this 180-gallon Reef tank behind me. It's a 210 gallon system by volume, including the sump underneath. And we'll see what else I can build. I got a whole garage that I need to clean out, and maybe I'll build an indoor reef pond or something. I don't know. Drop a comment though below. What kind of fish should I get? I'm open to anything besides tangs as well. But yeah, let me know. Maybe I'll do something, you know, predatory, maybe an eel. My favorites are the golden-headed moray eel and my clown trigger. So I don't know, maybe if I get like 100 likes on this video or something, I'll get one of those too. We'll see. Till then, keep reefing safe, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, real quick, I got this here chiller with me. So I had a friend about 2 years ago that was breaking down his big tank, and he was getting rid of the tank and all the accessories. I had my 120 gallon going at the time, and I thought I needed a chiller, which I did, until my 120 gallon tank crashed, and I didn't need this anymore. I ended up paying $100 to my buddy 2.5 years ago. I never picked the chiller up, and he's had it at his house ever since until today. I finally went and picked up this chiller, and in the next week or two, I'll get it plumbed into my tank under here, or probably to the side over here. I'll move all this junk out of the way, and we're gonna plumb it in and try and regulate the temperatures in my tank. It's not doing too bad. It sits around 80 degrees with 2 heaters in it. I'm trying to eliminate having all the heaters going. I'm gonna get one better heater. I'll keep these 2 as backups for redundancy, of course. But in the summertime, this concrete wall here, it gets really hot. The sun hits on it, and man, it just gets to like 90 degrees in this garage, if not hotter, if I'm not running that air conditioner, which now with the tank going, I'm gonna have to run the air conditioner full time. But till then, I'm gonna get this plumbed in. I'm gonna get it cleaned up, get this dust off of here, and test it out. Everything was working until it was broken down from his tank. So as far as I know, this whole chiller works. We'll have to get it all plumbed in. Got the inlets and outlets back here. And digital display. I don't know the brand. I don't know anything about this particular chiller in general. I just know that it works, and it was on I think it was on another 180 gallon tank as well. So I know it's probably overkill. It looks massive. I don't think I need anything quite this big, but whatever. It's $100. And again, this is a budget reef tank. Everything is going to be bought either used, or everything has been given to me or used for this tank. And that's how I'm going to keep this tank. Besides livestock, I'm going to try and keep this as budget friendly as possible and share it all with you guys. And maybe in my next video, I'll break down the cost of what I have in this tank so far. It's got your standard box lights, nothing fancy. You've seen them in the previous videos. I haven't changed anything yet, but just those regular box lights, 8 cans, and my new coral, the hammer is doing really, really good. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep the box lights for a little while and just see what happens. I know they won't do anything for, you know, like acroporas and such, but I don't have anything like that right now. So for now, the leathers, the 8 cans, the hammer, the fish, I think we're good. But yeah, that chiller, that'll be in an upcoming video. We'll install that, and I'll talk about that too. So again, I've said it like 3 times. I'll see you on the next one, but for real, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.
Dive deep down where the colors glow. A little slice of ocean in your home. You know, fish are flashing, corals crashing.